Bendy's Beast Feast. We're back again with another Meat with Meat, with Ingested. How we doing, lads?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How's things been?
Yeah, it's been nuts. All the UK shows have been amazing. Definitely our most successful UK headline run that we've ever done.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's been absolutely nuts. So
Nice to know the work we've put in.
nice to know that it's like starting to pay off. You know, but yeah, this is the last UK show of this run, and then tomorrow we're in Paris, aren't we?
Yep.
And then we do 3 weeks in Europe. So.
Amazing. It's a long graph though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's long days and stuff, but you know, we're our own bosses and we get to do what we love and get paid for it, so
Hard work doesn't feel quite as hard.
Yes.
If you're your own boss,
Yeah.
but don't get me wrong, we've all done jobs that are worse than this, let's be honest, but no, the joy of being on stage and doing your music for a living is pretty wild. I'm pretty lucky and thankful for all that, I think.
That's awesome. Well, what I've done is I've actually been good this time, and I've put together a list of questions as opposed to just fucking winging it like I did last time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off and take you right back. So you were formed in 2006 in Manchester.
Yeah.
How did that come about? What was the early stages?
well, originally, me and Sean and two of our members who left the band, they're not in the band anymore. We used to be in a band called Age of Suffering, which was like...
It's really standard death
really
metal.
standard, like, bog standard death
Young
metal.
people who've been able to play their instruments properly.
Yeah.
Right.
Basically.
But
It was
we-
fine.
We were playing shows from like 2004 in that band, and then we did that for 2 years. And then in 2006, we met Lynn when he was playing for another band, and we were like blown away by
His drumming.
his drumming.
Yeah.
And we were like, if we could get this guy,
I mean, we saw his
actually-
ability
yeah.
and was like, if we get this guy,
we can.
where
actually
we were at writing wise,
Like, yeah.
we were like kind of stuck a little bit. We wanted to be faster and more brutal, and like we saw him and like, that's the ticket.
Yeah. So then we got him to join the band, and then basically we scrapped all our old material. We scrapped the name, and then we just started
Again,
fresh
yeah.
as Ingested, and that's how it happened.
That's awesome. I mean, I have got some facts and figures down here. I mean, your first album came out in June 2009.
Yeah.
Surpassing the boundaries of human suffering.
Yes.
Mouthful, isn't it?
It is a mouthful. It's hard to say these things. 2011. Then we had another one in 2015.
Yep.
Fourth one in 2018. 2020. Then Ashes Lie Still in 2022. And now we're on to the seventh.
Yeah.
The seventh studio album. It's been a hell of a journey, hasn't it? What's been your journey so far then? From the beginning, how's it all changed for you over the years? Have you noticed a massive change?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when we first started, we were just 5 kids who just wanted to play death metal. That was it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we didn't ever, even though it being our career was always our dream, we never thought it would be.
Yeah.
It was just something that we did. Like, we were just like, oh yeah, we'll just play some shows. You know, we'll go here on this weekend. We'll go and play this show in this pub in the armpit of fucking nowhere, like Bury or something like that, or fucking Ashton. But then it's like something changed. Like we started getting taken seriously outside of the UK.
Mm-hmm.
Like no one in the UK really ever took us seriously. But outside the UK, like in Europe and America, like people were actually starting to take us seriously. Like, and that's when we started getting tours in Europe and tours in America, and then it got to a point where we were just like, look, we can make this work. We can actually do this. Like, it's going to be rough at first because we're all going to have to give up our jobs, like stable jobs as well, with steady income and stuff. And we were just like, if we don't take this risk, we'll always regret it.
There was a point where we were turning down stuff, and it's like, if we didn't turn these down and just did them, then surely it's something that should work out. So it's like, if we just keep turning these down and doing 1 or 2 tours here. What's the fucking point? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that mindset change was all, and it's like, we can make this work. We can take all these opportunities. We can make this work. And it seems to be going on. Right.
Yeah, it does, but I think a lot of it is to do with our work ethic. Like we have a grinding mindset where it's sort of like, because of our backgrounds and where we're from, like we're working class, we're from the north, like, do you know what I mean? It's like everything that we've been brought up is like, if you want something, you have to go out there and you have to fucking work for it. And
Yeah.
what we've done is we've put in all of our work, like everything, like doing tours all year, time away from our families, like writing albums, releasing music videos, just constantly working to get ourselves to the point where we can't be ignored anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, I'm going to ram this down your fucking throat until you take notice of what we're fucking doing here.
Yeah.
And now it's, like you said, it's starting to pay off.
It seems so.
Yeah, it's like,
It's funny having that kind of like, well, maybe it is, maybe because we're just so used to that fucking uphill grind constantly. That
I don't see it any other way.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, do you know
I
what I
don't
mean?
buy it just yet, but I feel like something it might be starting to happen. Do you know what I mean?
It's good to see the results at the end, isn't it? And like you say, going on to your own UK and European headline tour.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, you've done it before, but doing it again, it's a big step. It is, and all credit where credit's due to you guys. I mean, that actually brings me on really nicely to my next point, in the fact that we last saw you in Cardiff. You came on last time in Cardiff, and you're on your last few dates of your tour. You were heading off to Paris again the next day after we saw you. Number one, how was that tour? And number two, you said you were having time off.
Yeah.
Now it seems like you didn't have any fucking time off, because everything that you've done from that point has just been pretty full on, really.
Well, we'd already got the work.
We'd already done the work, because we'd been working on this album.
Yeah.
We recorded it and it was all done a year in advance.
Right.
So
Okay.
We literally 4 weeks after we released Ashes Lie Still, we went into the studio and recorded Tide of Death and Fractured Dreams. So we've had a whole year to prepare everything for the release of this album.
Getting everything ready. Cram it within that period after Warner where we just needed some downtime. So the work was already done. It was chill out for a few months. It was good. The only thing we did do was we flew out to Finland.
Yeah.
But that was only 4 days. But the rest was 3 months off.
Well, I mean, I had
Interviews.
3 weeks of fucking press interviews, so that was just but I mean, other than that though, we did have that time off, and it was that's the longest amount of time off that we've had since the COVID restrictions. Because since then we've just been on tour, and we might go home for a month or whatever, but that was actual being at home for 4 months, and it was just oh bloody hell, this is nice. But yeah, we were still doing interviews and press, and I was shooting music videos as well. So yeah, we were still doing work.
That's it.
Still always doing shit.
But it's weird, that shit doesn't almost feel like work.
Yeah.
We're at home and doing it.
Yeah, this feels like work. Fine. When I'm out on the road, I'm right back to work.
Well, that's it from an outsider's point of view. I was watching. I was like, oh look, these are supposed to be taking the time off, and there's just more and more coming out at the moment. So I was going to ask, were you writing while you were on tour? But that makes sense now. The fact that you'd done all the work
The album was already done, because we'd been writing and demoing and tinkering with that album for a whole year before that.
Yeah.
So by the time Ashes came out, we'd already been demoing and playing around and constructing Tides of Death.
Yeah.
So we were well, it's ready. Let's just go into the studio and just get it done, and then it's done. Do you know what I mean? And then we're not shoving ourselves up against tight deadlines and running around like headless chickens, going do you know what I mean? Everything's done.
Yeah.
And we've just got a whole year. We can tour. We can just get stuff prepared, and Yeah.
So does that mean that you're already in the process of writing the next album?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it is.
That's awesome.
Always.
It's just a continuous cycle.
All the time.
Okay, so the Tide of Death and Fractured Dreams, your first release was Paragon of Purity.
Yeah.
Now I've taken one lyric from it.
Yeah.
No sacrifice we wouldn't make. The bond we have that cannot break. This pride we hold is in our blood. What we leave behind is what we love.
Yeah.
To me, we were talking about this earlier, about the lyrics and stuff like that and the song itself. What does it mean to you guys? Where's it coming from?
It's just being out on the road. It's that line between loving what you do and missing what you've got at home, but also at the same time having the support at home and coming back to something that's, you're not getting your ears screamed off or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? So it's that lyric especially is like, we need to do this thing that we love, get out here and do the job, but we're leaving stuff behind as well. But like I said, we've got that support network for all of us that are at home. So it's just the crux of that song is all about that kind of stuff.
Like I say, it was a very poignant line to me, sort of. That's why I picked it out, because it's like, and now that you explain it, it makes sense as to what's behind it. I think, from my point of view, your writing has changed so much over the years in what you're putting across, type thing, and it's really good to see that development and moving forward. And like I say, everyone, like we had the conversation before, everyone thinks that death metal is all about hate and things like that, and it's not. It's about, it goes so much deeper than that. So I think that's a real testament to the deepness of it, which is fantastic.
Thank you.
Okay, next single has come out, and the video is absolutely awesome for it. It's been done by Loki Films that have been there. So on that, I've actually got a question for you from the man himself.
Okay.
So bear with me a second.
Hope you're filling your faces. Anyway.
Let me start it.
Hello guys. Face you probably didn't expect to see today. Hope you're filling your faces. Anyway, question to ask. What is your favourite music video you have shot to date? No pressure, Hopefully it doesn't date back to the time before I shot it, but what is your favourite music video to date?
Well, they've all been shot by him pretty much. Mine's probably Pantheon.
Yeah.
You got a lot behind that one,
because I put a lot of work into that. Like, I made all the props, I made all the special effects, like everything. Like, I made all that over like a 3-week period, like building stuff in my house, and so to me that video means a lot to me, just because I was able to do something that I've always wanted to do, but never done before, and do it and implement it really fucking well. So yeah, definitely Pantheon. Other than that,
Ashes is up there.
Ashes is up
actually
there.
felt like a proper
Yeah.
production, didn't it, that day?
Yeah. Ashes is up there. Manifesting Obscenity. I like that music video as well. It's very Hellraiser. But yeah, they're all shot by him. So this is just is this him asking us to just verbally suck him off?
Pretty much, I think,
Well done, Sean.
Well done, Sean. Well done, you did good. No, we love him, man.
That is amazing. Thank you for that, Sean. Much appreciated, mate. Okay, I'm just going to share a couple more bits quickly. My brother-in-law sent me a thing when the new album was released, and I'll read it to you. It says, "Happy New Ingested Album Day." So we all replied, yes, get in there and everything. And then he replied saying, "It's fucking awesome. Scratch that, it's a fucking masterpiece. A magnum opus. It's probably just not conclusion of an age off my favourite album ever."
Wow.
Fuck.
Fucking hell.
So,
High praise indeed.
yeah.
That's awesome.
What kind of reaction have you been getting yourselves from the release of the new album?
really, really, really positive.
Yeah.
Like, really good.
Yeah, I've been on it, really.
Yeah, like, because I read the reviews and stuff, and a lot of the reviews have just been fucking awesome, to be honest.
I thought they'd be a little bit more.
I thought they'd be more, because you always get fucking whinges
Yeah.
and moaners like.
We tried a few things on it and stuff.
And
Maybe.
Yeah, there's not really been
No.
like I've seen maybe 2
Yeah.
reviews, and it's
But they've
like,
not been
well,
less
you-
than like 6
yeah,
or 7
but it's
out of
like,
10.
well, you clearly don't like that type of music, so
Yeah.
why are you fucking reviewing it in the first place? Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's been fucking.
If you like deathcore, then this is probably for you, but for me, yeah.
Well, okay, then, right, then. Well, why are you fucking reviewing it then, you fucking dick? Jesus Christ. Like, that's like me. Like, say like I suddenly became a vegan and I went into a fucking shop and reviewed a bacon butty. Like, you know what I mean? Well,
I mean, if you like meat, it's very nice, but for me as a vegan, I think it's horrible.
like, shut the fuck up. Like,
More critics welcome. No, I agree. For me, I think it's a brilliant album. And what really took me by surprise was the last song on the album.
Yeah.
The fact that clean vocals, it was brilliant. Really, really good. It's fantastic, dude.
Thank you.
Really, really good. Like I say, got all the way through, and then I got to that last one. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
where did that come from?
yeah.
That's what you needed in every album, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, but
surprise.
it's like, I think the album takes you on a journey. Like, if you listen to it in its entirety, it takes you on a journey. There's a clear beginning, a middle, and an end. And it's like it's a storm. Like, do you know what I mean? And it's like raging and whirling, and then like you get to the halfway point, and then there's the instrumental numinous,
Yeah.
which is sort of like I say that it's like the calm in the eye of the storm, and it like just gives you a moment to catch your breath and like a moment of clarity to like reflect on what's just fucking happened, and then before you know it, you spat back out into it again, and then it's all chaos and fucking annihilation until you get to A Path Once Lost, which is like the storm is passing, and then that rides you off into the sunset, and I think it's a perfect closer.
100%. And like I say, it was a real curveball for me, and I was like, I really fucking like this, and I do. It's probably one of my favourites on the album. I don't know, they're all brilliant, but that, because it was such a surprise for me, was just like, yeah, really, really banging, really good. I'm going to have to wrap it up, I believe. Yeah, so I've got a couple more bits, if that's all right with you guys. Really won't be long. One that I've got to touch on is Slaughter to Prevail.
Yeah.
Obviously going on tour with those guys. Didn't get them on Meet With Me, which I was gutted about. But you win some, you lose some.
Yeah,
That's going to be epic, isn't it?
yeah,
Should be, yeah.
nuts.
Yeah.
Fucking mental. Like, but it's like, this is the thing we were talking about. Like, something must be happening because for us, because
We never
we're,
got these
we're
opportunities,
getting,
really.
yeah, we're getting like, it's like in the past year we'll have done Cannibal Corpse, Lorna Shore, and Slaughter to Prevail. It's like, what's bigger than that? Do you know what I mean?
Them sporting you.
Oh yeah, I know, yeah.
No, there was a time.
Not any time now. Fucking no, but it's like I feel like there's definitely been a shift in the perception of who we are and what we're doing. Because now we're sharing stages with the fucking big boys. Do you know what I mean? So now it's like now the onus is on us again to prove why we belong to be there, which is what we're just going to keep doing. Every single
100%.
fucking time.
Every year.
Which you
Every
do.
year, every time, every time.
Which you do time after time. So, we've got one other question from my other brother-in-law who will be in the crowd tonight.
Okay.
Both of them are coming tonight, so it's all good. Nothingness. Mark Hunter.
Yeah.
How the hell did that come about?
It was weird, wasn't it?
Power of social media.
Yeah, it was weird. We were, well, me and him have always been massive Chimera fans. They're like a really important band for us.
Yeah.
And it's like you have this bucket list of vocalists that you want to work with, like, and you think, oh, it's never going to happen. Like, you know, your Mark Hunter's, your Randy Blythes, like, it's never going to happen. And then when we were recording the album, we were out, weren't we? We'd gone for a break and gone to get some snacks from a petrol station. And then he's on his phone because there was no signal like at the studio. And he's like, fucking hell, Mark Hunter's just like tweeted about us or something. And I'm like, what? And he's like, Mark Hunter's just tweeted about us on Twitter, like,
Instagram.
was it Instagram? Oh, I don't know. See, I don't know. I'm not the social media man. And then, yeah, so he's fucking posted about us all.
I think it might be some along the lines that he shared the album cover, or he was doing something, he was listening to it, he said this album's fucking great, or someone mentions in the comments. It was one of those type of things, but I just thought, I'm going to get straight in and go, oh thanks, and thank you, straight in there.
And then
you got back to me right within minutes.
Yeah, and then like, so you chatted with him a little bit, which was weird because we've never had any contact with like any of those guys before. And then a few days later, we're recording like in nothingness. We were like listening to it, and there was just something missing. And then it kind of clicked, and we were like, should we ask Mark Hunter? Like, do you know what I mean? And then you were like, what? And Lynn was like, just send him a message. What can he say? Yes or no? Like, so then he messaged him and asked him if he was up for it, and he was like, yeah. And then we sent him the song, and he sent it back, and it sounds fucking sick. When we got it back, we were like, it sounds like I'm here. So yeah, that was it. It was just weird because that's not usually how we work when it comes to guest vocalists. Usually it's people that we actually know. You know,
on the road with.
Yeah, because we're a bit awkward like that. Do you know what I mean? We're not like, we don't usually go out of our comfort zone because, you know, just fucking rocking up and asking someone you don't know is just, it's a bit awkward for us. But yeah, we were just like, let's just fucking roll the dice and take a chance and see what happens. And it fucking worked out, and it's a banger.
It is an absolute banger, and you got Josh as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, credit where credit's due, guys. The album is fucking fantastic.
Thank you.
Obviously, you've got the rest of this tour to go. Then you're out with Slaughter to Prevail.
Yeah.
Is there any festivals that you're doing this year?
Mystic Festival in Poland, but that's it. Yeah,
There's one other one with Hatebreed somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not a big festival season for us this year.
Right, fair enough.
We're taking a step back from that.
Yeah.
Fair
And
enough.
then we're going to come back next year, hopefully that shit, because we've got too much shit going on this year. So
Yeah.
we're like, let's just fucking get some fucking tours down, step back from festivals, smash some fucking big ones out next year.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming back on again.
Pleasure.
Obviously, we'll do the meet.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to ask you to nominate anyone this time because I can't fucking get them. But if you were to nominate someone,
Get Silosis.
they're vegans.
Oh shit! Don't get Silosis.
Ali's not a fucking vegan.
Is he not?
Is he fuck?
Get Ali then.
Just Ali on his lap.
Bleed from within.
Bleed from within. Right.
Get them boys, man.
Right, Bleed from Within, Ingested have nominated you. Please get in touch. But no, good luck with everything. Obviously, I'll be here tonight, going nuts.
So,
So,
hope you enjoy the show.
everyone I've been to, I have, so it'll be no different. So, yeah, thank you guys. Much appreciated.
Right, he's got me noise.
Yeah, all good.
It's got to make noise.
I'll move out of the way for it.
They know the score now.
Get out of my way!
Some good shit. Cold like I'm at it. Unreal. I'm so happy.
Done a shortbread as well for you guys.
Oh, there's more!
Yeah. Come on, I know you're dying too. I've used a different rub this time as well. I've used Angus and Oink's black gold. Last time I used Tubby Tom's black stuff. But I've been using the black gold quite a bit. It's not quite as salty.
They don't care.
No, they don't care at all. Yeah, stick some of that on.
Oh, yeah. It's right there.
No, the other one's a shortbread.
Jesus, wow.
Yeah, it's turned out right that.
You get funny pieces.
Okay, we're trying to get brisket. Feel free to use the knife to cut it up.
Okay.
How's that one?
Good.
Yeah?
Really good. Different seasoning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's a Tubby Tom's, that one.
Got you. Oh, yeah. Delicious. So much flavor.
Yeah?
So many different things.
That one's it's called cowabunga, so it's specifically designed for ribs and briskets. Yeah?
Energy.
He's done. We were in this small little, and it was like, right, could everyone rate my meat, please?
Rate my meat.
Rate my
What? 5, 10?
meat. 10.
10. I'll give it a 10.
10.
Anything less than a 10, less than a 10 doesn't make sense. Clearly a 10.
11.
11.
10.
To be fair though, Sean, last time you said nothing
Well,
can
if
get
I
a
said
10.
that again now, they'd all kind of go at me, so I'll just remember that. So nothing's ever perfect. I don't believe in perfection. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. You give it a 9? Well, I really more now. There we go. Some spiel after I said that. Well, now I sound like a cunt though. Yeah. What would you rate it?
Oh, are you going to give yourself a 10? No.
No. On this half, I'd give that an 8.
An 8.
The fat half looks a lot juicier because where it goes off to the point.
Yeah.
But tastes good.
Dom's poised. You can have a go, Dom.
Go on, Dom.
Might do in a minute.
Go on, Dom, out of 10.
I'm going to go 9 as well because I'm the same. I don't believe in it. Perfect.
Okay, out of 10.
10, bro. Love it. Love it.